Welcome back to Explain the Charts, where we go over the news and the chart data to help you make the best decisions on when and where to trade. Today, we're examining Microsoft stock, as it's been in a bit of a whirlwind lately following their recent earnings report. With headlines like, Microsoft tops September quarter targets, but misses with sales outlook, and Microsoft earnings, stock falls as company forecasts Azure cloud slowdown, flooding the news. It's more important than ever to understand the current market sentiment and its impact on price action. So, let's dive into the news, and then we'll switch over to the charts to see if we can find any correlations. First, let's look at the daily chart to see the big picture. Here, we can clearly see a downward trend over the past week or so. Microsoft has been struggling to break above the $420 level, which seems to be acting as a strong resistance level. However, it's worth noting that the price has found support around the $410 mark, suggesting a potential bounce. If the price can break above $420, it could signal a shift in the trend towards bullish territory, but we need to look closer at the smaller timeframes to get a better idea of where the price may be headed. Now, let's move to the 1-hour chart, which gives us a more detailed perspective of the recent price action. If we zoom in on the past 24 hours, we can see a clear attempt to break above $420 earlier today, but the price couldn't sustain it and pulled back. This tells us that the $420 resistance level is indeed strong and that buyers may be hesitant to commit right now. However, the price has been holding above $415 for most of the day, which is an encouraging sign for bulls. The 1-hour chart also highlights a pattern of smaller highs and lows, suggesting that the price may be consolidating before a breakout. If we look at the last couple of hours, we see a clear pullback, which could indicate a continued downward trend, but we need to consider the news to see what could be driving this movement. The news concerning Microsoft's earnings report and their projected Azure cloud slowdown seems to be contributing to the current bearish sentiment. Investors are concerned about the impact of increased AI expenses and competition from Amazon and Alphabet in the cloud computing space. This news is reflected in the chart's recent pullback. However, it's essential to remember that Microsoft is a large and well-established company, and their long-term prospects remain positive. Analysts are still largely bullish on the stock, highlighting its growth potential. The recent underperformance may be a short-term correction, and a rebound could be on the horizon if the company can address investor concerns. To better understand this potential bounce, let's narrow in on the 15-minute chart and focus on the past few hours. We see a clear downward trend here, but there are some signs of a possible reversal. The price is bouncing off a support level around $415, and we're seeing increased buying activity. If the price can break above the $417 level, it could indicate a shift in momentum towards a bullish reversal. The 15-minute chart also highlights the significance of the $415 level as a support level. If the price breaks below this level, it could signal a continuation of the downward trend. So, what are the key price levels to watch for in the coming hours and days? The $415 level is a crucial support level. If the price breaks below this level, it could signal a further decline, potentially towards the $405 level. On the other hand, if the price can hold above $415 and break through the $417 level, it could signal a bullish reversal, potentially pushing the price towards $425 or even higher. Ultimately, the direction of Microsoft in the short term will depend on how investors respond to the company's recent earnings report and its impact on its cloud computing business. The $420 level is a critical resistance level. A break above this level would be a strong bullish signal, suggesting that buyers are regaining control. However, the $420 level has been a stubborn barrier for the past few weeks. We need to see consistent trading above this level to confirm a trend reversal. On the other hand, if the price fails to break above $420 and starts falling below $415, it could signal a continuation of the bearish trend. Key things to look for going forward include the news surrounding Microsoft's cloud computing business. Any positive developments could reignite bullish sentiment. Conversely, further negative news could exacerbate the current bearish trend. Pay close attention to the price action around the $415 and $420 levels, as these will be key indicators of the stock's direction. Lastly, keep an eye on the overall market sentiment, as any broader market movements can also influence MSFT's performance.